All right, guys, we're recording. I'm so pumped about this. Okay, so this is the 2016 year in review. This is for my coaches. Well, for me, mostly for me. It's a big reflection on me. And I got to be honest with you. Every year I get better at coaching, and year I get better at being an entrepreneur. And this past year, it was nuts. Like, it was nuts. Like, we had a lot of great things happen. We welcomed a new family member into our family. We had my brother-in-law move in with us for 6 weeks. Well, right after I welcomed a new family member in. And so recently I was out in Park City, Utah with Shalane Johnson and her girls trip. And there was an exercise one night that we had to do that was a gratitude exercise. And so we had to share a lot of great things with us. So there was 5 questions, and one of them was, what was, and I'm paraphrasing, but what was something that you went through last year that was extremely hard, but you are glad you went through it, and it made you a better person because of it, and you're thankful for it now. And I was like, ugh. And 2 things came up with the team, and 3 things came up with my brother-in-law. So I had to tell him, after I did that, I poured my heart out to everyone. And after I did that, when I got home, I took my brother-in-law out to lunch, and I just told him how much I loved him and how much I appreciated him, even though it was very challenging for a while with us and him. So that was a family thing. So, and of course, there's always going to be challenges and highs and lows and ups and downs in business. Like, that's life. Like, that's normal. That's how things rock. So first and foremost, this is my 2016 year in review. So I helped 145 people in 2016. In comparison, I helped 130 people in 2015. So 15 more people I was able to reach. And that was after having a baby, having a newborn, nursing all night, all that fun stuff. So here we go. I currently have 12 months consecutive on Shakeology. I'm a 365er. I've been like that for some time now. I earned 137 Success Club points, and that was 11 more than last year, which was a big deal. Team volume. So this is us. We accumulated 10.85 million across all of my 3 CBCs. For comparison, I had 1.5 million in team volume in 2015. So this was a jump in volume. It wasn't all me. It was the team and the downline and the organization. I had 76 participants in challenge groups on my Challenge Tracker app in 2016, which is great because that's the year that we launched it last year. Okay, my customers. I currently have 23 on Home Direct, and for comparison, I had 13 last year on Home Direct. The average number of months my customers stay on Shakeology is 2.5. So that's gone up because last year was 2.4. So that's pretty good. I am a 365er, and I have 2 customers that are also Shakeology 365ers, and 1 that isn't currently within 3 months of hitting it, which that's pretty cool. My personally sponsored PS coaches. I recruited 14 coaches, and I thought that number was really low, and it was. And I know the last half of the year, I didn't recruit as many coaches as I thought I would have. And what happened was, I looked at this. There was a couple of people, I started just like recruiting people just to recruit them. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to just like recruit people and hope to God they do it, and I want to legit. So I remember I had like 3 or 4 business presentations in December that I was like, I don't want this person to sign up as a coach, because I knew they were just doing it I felt like it wasn't the right match, or like the right, how do you say it? Like, for somebody, I felt like he was, I don't know, I didn't feel right about it. That person, didn't sign up, hasn't signed up with anybody else. And so I just didn't feel like it was a good fit. So that's something that I've been honing in on, is looking for the right type of person, the person that I want to work with, the person that I'm willing to, talk to on the phone and kind of bend over backwards for, that kind of a thing. And somebody that's not like so big headed, like they know everything already, and I also want a self-starter, like somebody that's going to do it and go for it and not be afraid to fail, because failing is only moving forward and learning. So if you say failing is failing and you're scared to fail, I get it. We all are. But listen, failing is not a big thing. The average number of months my personal coaches have stayed on Shakeology is 5.7. It was 4.4 the year before. So I think that's pretty good. One of my personally sponsored coaches qualified for the Success Starter program in 2016. So, I was obviously hoping for that, but in comparison, the year before, no one qualified for that. So this was a big deal for me that I had one more, but obviously I want to increase that number significantly, because I want to be recruiting the right kind of coaches. 44% of my coaches earned Success Club points in 2016, 42% in 2015. So I did better there in helping my coaches, but again, I would like to have that number increase into the 70 percentile for sure. What happened to my computer's freezing up. Okay. 19% of my coaches moved up a rank on the leadership ladder. Comparison the year before, 5%. So it was better. It was a better year. But again, 19%, I have to celebrate and be excited about that. But I want, for the team as a whole, I want more people feeling the success. So those are things that I'm like noting, like, wow, like I know there's room for improvement there. For me, personally sponsored, for me helping. Now, I also know that not everyone that I recruit wants to do everything that I'm doing, which is fine. But I'm looking to recruit more, really hone in on who I'm recruiting and making sure that they get success out of that they're not just waiting for, to sign up. So 49% of my coaches enrolled in a new customer. That was awesome. But we had 48 the year before. So I know there's room for improvement on this. And then 2% of my coaches are discount coaches at the end of the year. That made me feel incredible. So last year I had 8% discount coaches. Only 2% of coaches were discount coaches, which means the majority of everyone is helping customers on a product or program within the last 3 months. That's what that means. So this also came in the mail today. Or yesterday, last night. So I got this email, and then I got my push journals. And I keep grabbing the yellow one first. I think I'm going to start with yellow. So these are all my push journals. I'm super excited about these. And let me tell you something. I have not dove into this, but I've looked at it a little bit. When I did my push goal journal last year, that's what helped me excel forward during those sleepless nights, during, the aches and pains of my body getting back together after a C-section, after my second C-section. Just a lot of things, physically were very extremely difficult for me last year. And this year, I'm obviously in way better shape. I'm not in the kind of shape that I would like to be. I'd like to push myself a little bit harder. But there's a health tracker and daily, all these different trackers. So I'm going to be diving in on this the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow I'm planning on doing a live power hour in the group, or power half hour. But all in all, I just wanted to say thank you guys for being such an incredible team so far. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for every single one of you, as big or as small of a part you play in this team. If you have coaches yourself, or if you have coaches and coaches, or you have customers, or you're in the challenge groups, like, it matters that you're a discount coach in the challenge group. Like, be proud of that. And it also matters that you are a coach being a leader for other people. So be proud of that. So wherever you are on the spectrum, a discount coach in a challenge group versus a leader that's running challenge groups and helping customers themselves, be proud and know that this is all helping people fulfill their life to healthier and better habits overall. So we're not here to product push. And, I've seen way too many quote unquote leaders that end up, hopping companies or jumping networks. And to me, it's all like that shows their true character. It comes down to it. So I want to thank you for being real, being true to yourself, being honest. Those people that work out for 3 months and then never work out again, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry that they go back into their old habits and their old ways. Because Beachbody, there's so many different programs. Back then, we didn't have many different ones, but now there's so many different programs. You can challenge yourself. You can help yourself recover from injuries and from pregnancy, and there's so many great things. So thank you guys for being a part of this team. And I will be coming up with a plan of action that's more detailed and geared towards the goals of where I'm looking to take the team for 2007. So thank you guys for jumping on. Please ask your questions, comments,